Good morning, this is my new NGT with a modified dual controller setup. So I'm gonna take it for a ride and show you the top speed. As you can see, the speed is unlocked. So let's go for a quick ride. I have tire spin in the gravel. So let's go acceleration. $50, $60, $70, and 78 was where the old top speed was. I have headwind, so the top speed is lower, and we are going uphill. The GPS speed has around 6% error, so if I hit 100 it will be in reality about 94. I have the two stock batteries that are 60 volts, 35 amps each, and sometimes you can see the error 140. You can ignore that. This is a throttle error from the original controller, which doesn't matter because the throttle is controlling the second controller, as you can see here on the screen. 94. Another thing that the controller does is I have a lot stronger regen. As now, okay, I have used just a little bit of braking and all the rest was regen. So let's go acceleration. This is a lot better now. There is less wind. The other day I was trying to put the controller to 100 amps inline, not the phase current, the inline. That was causing the BMS of the batteries to trip because I think they are 100. So I backed up the amps to 95, and now it hasn't happened again. Oh, wait for it. Downhill. Woohoo! 103. Yes. It has a lot more acceleration than before. If you do the maths, at full charge it has around 6500 watts compared to, I think, 3500, I mean. This is wide open throttle, and one thing I noticed is that the batteries doesn't seem to discharge a lot faster. So it seems that the Fardriver controller is more energy efficient. I can only reach this speed because I have field weakening enabled. Maybe it will need some tuning, some fine tuning to reach even higher speed, but I have no experience in this. So it will be trial and error. And I have this big windshield. I don't know how much difference it can do in the aerodynamics, but this is the stock speedometer readings. So far I'm pretty happy with the modification. Of course this was a lot of headache to figure out the wiring, because this was my first time to to do this sort of project, but if I had to do it again, it will be a lot easier. This was difficult mainly because this scooter has not a lot of information. I had the service manual for this, but sadly they don't use the same controller for the pins. So what happens is that you can't use the manual to connect to the correct wires. So I had to use more complicated methods. I still have to connect the cruise control, which is not yet connected because I didn't figure out how to connect, but all the rest is connected. The regen is connected to the tail light via a relay. I think I could have made it without relay. I used the low voltage wires and I should have used the high voltage. This is why I needed a relay. But maybe this will be a winter project, which must be soon enough. But now as for the acceleration, it feels a lot more effortless to accelerate. With the passenger, it's where the difference is the biggest. And say I was at 60 kilometers before, when I turned the throttle, there was almost no power, but now it has a lot more. So that was my old top speed, and now it can go and go and go. If I can fine tune it, it could go even higher. I will have to do a lot of tests. We have a radar reading 95 and real speed is 89. I had 89 kilometers through speed on the radar. So you can expect at least 90 kilometers per hour real speed with this mod. And at least now I don't get passed by impatient car drivers because I go too slowly, because I ride mainly in country roads like this, so people drive quickly. There will be links in the description if you are ever interested in this kind of mods. But don't ask for a tutorial, there are already plenty out there. I will talk a little more about regen. It is now set at around 40 amps. I did try 70, but it was too abrupt and could lock the rear wheel if the road was wet or slippery. So I did back up a little, but one thing I wish I could do is to use throttle regen like on the little scooters, the ones that you are standing upright. So regen test. Maybe I should put more. Acceleration. I have to be careful with these stock tires because they are not good in wet condition. If I keep this scooter long enough, I will be putting Michelin or high spec one. Let's do it again, but farther. Okay, regen works wonderful. But I would have really like to have a throttle for the regen so I can control it precisely and more progressively, because the regen is all or nothing. You can configure the percentage by the RPM, but it's not very it's not the best, because riding is always different. You don't always brake the same. So it could be a nice update, or maybe something like when you push the brake, when you activate the brake switch, you can use the throttle to regen progressively. I think this could be a nice idea. I really like regen braking. Acceleration is really good. The 0 to 50 is really quick compared to before. You could feel a peak when completely stopped for maybe 1 second, but as soon that you reach like 15 kilometers per hour, it will drop significantly. Now it's all power anytime. I have also a fast charger that I could hide under the battery in the trunk. It can go up to 25 amps, and you plug it into the original seat plug. Oh, I have wheel spin because of the paint. But even with the wheel spin, I am quicker than the cars. This tire is really bad. These are the Chinese stock one. So this is it. So really happy with the mod. I don't regret anything. I paid around I think 400 Canadian dollar for this controller. This is worth it. Really worth it. And thank you for watching.